don't install an all-in-one diesel heater in your van until you've watched this video. So we're going to get a lot of mixed opinions on this video. Those are going to agree with this, and then those who say they've had a heater like that installed in their van for a gazillion years and it hasn't killed them yet. But hopefully, once you've seen the two different ways of installing these heaters and this style of heater, you'll agree with me. So this is the main all-in-one diesel night heater in its entirety. The main reason why you're not recommended to put this style of heater directly into your van is because if ever you receive a diesel heater with this green pipe that looks wonderful because it just goes straight onto all of the connections to everything you need it to, chuck that green pipe straight in the bin. One, it's very weak, and two, the internal bore is far too big for these heaters, and over time it's going to cause you issues. This has got half of the pipe with the green pipe, because I think they must have just run out of the white pipe. Look, because they've used it on this half. half white pipe, half green pipe. Stripped apart, you can see you've basically just got a normal diesel heater in a stupid tin. Everything is here except from a few little things that you're going to need to install it our way, which obviously this probably isn't going to be enough fuel line, so you're going to need some fuel line, get it off eBay. Your wiring harness, you are going to need to extend it because obviously it's only small because it was all inside that tin, so you're going to need to extend your pump to wherever that's going to go, and obviously this cable is just for connecting onto the outer side up to your live and your negative, which means the live and your negative again are very small, so they're going to need extending, as is your display. So a little bit of wiring to do, no biggie. Other than that, you've got absolutely everything you need here, other than a turret. If you watched our other YouTube video where the sound went all waffy and I've not actually fixed to this day, you'll notice we put ours on a turret. This is the safest way that it can be done. So when you order this style of diesel heater, it will come with a plate like this. I mean, you can, if you want, that goes straight on there, and then it goes down to the floor, but that leaves your exhaust very, very close to your insulation or your ply or anything like that. So the safest way again to do it is to just put it onto a turret, which is basically a piece of 6-inch pipe on there. You drill a 127mm hole in your floor, and then that just becomes a shield around your exhaust to keep it away from anything that it could set on fire. Plus, it also means you can put a heat-proof sealant all the way around there. Then when that sets into the hole, it's completely sealed from the outside. So should your exhaust leak, it is no way it can get back inside the van. So before you go any further, shopping list, fuel line, wire, was that it? You're possibly going to need to buy some more of that, and also these clips. Again, I don't recommend those, just chucked on the floor. We just use Jubilee clips, genuine Jubilee clips. Don't even scrimp on them, get genuine Jubilee clips. These, if they don't quite tighten up enough, you're going to get a leak. So replace them, not them. So you either need to buy a turret or make a turret. Obviously we're going to make one. So once you've drilled your hole in the floor, what I like to do is seal around that edge, which is where your plate is going to sit, and also around here, because obviously this is only tack welded, and the ones that you get off eBay are only tack welded, so there's always a chance that someone can get through there. So we're going to put a bead of sealant all the way around there and a bead of sealant all the way around there, and then that means it's completely sealed. So the problem you've had originally with these exhaust gases potentially being able to leak back into your van because that all-in-one heater is raised up off the floor is completely done away with now, and much safer. And also, when you're dropping that hole through the floor and this exhaust is right next to this ply, it's next to insulation, that problem has also gone. So really, there we go. So there you go. I'm not saying that an all-in-one heater is going to be completely dangerous and you're going to die within minutes of installing it and turning it on. It's not the case. As long as that exhaust stays tightly sealed, it's relatively safe. But you also got to think that that exhaust has got to pass through the floor. Where it passes through the floor, it's got to be a tight fit, otherwise exhaust gases are coming back up. Then if it's a tight fit, that really hot exhaust is going to be touching your ply, your insulation, your vinyl, whatever flooring you're using. So they're just not ideal. But like I've shown you in this video, if you do get one, by buying some extra fuel line, some wire to extend each of your cables, then you can do it. It can be fitted into a van safely, like so. So as you can see, that is now, I cut the liner out just to make it a flush fit. That's sealed all the way around this edge, and it's also sealed around the turret. So there's no way those gases are coming back in, and there's no way that that exhaust is going to be able to heat up either this or my insulation or my ply, because of the shield that the turret is giving it. You can order the turrets off eBay also. They're usually about 20 quid. Ideally, you need to drill your hole in the floor to get a good depth, unless you know exactly how deep your floor is, and then you can go ahead and order it, because they come in different depths depending on your floor depth and everything. But that's that. So if you do have an all-in-one heater and you're thinking about fitting it, or if you've already fitted an all-in-one heater and hopefully you're now thinking there's a safer way that I can do this, a turret, some fuel line, some wire, and get it changed. Put it in properly, put it in safely. If you're not comfortable extending the wires, you can just get a wiring harness off eBay, full length wiring harness. They're not expensive. Obviously it's easy just to buy the standard heater rather than an all-in-one, but if you've already invested in the all-in-one and you want to make it safer, then you buy the extra bits and sort it out. If you've enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It does really mean a lot to me. I'm sure there's going to be some controversial comments. I know a lot of people have these all-in-one heaters and they've been running and they're not dead, so therefore I'm wrong. But if you can make something safer, why would you not? Until next time, see you soon.